right, boys. Listen, I love this game a lot. I do, but it's like they go a while without releasing some information, and then when they release information, they said, you know what? Let's release it all at the same time. You know what I mean? So yeah, this information dropped basically like 6 hours right after the map was introduced. Yeah, so now it's in the morning time. Basically, I waited over the night to kind of make this so that I can like sort of go over it properly, because I knew something at like the end of the day, being I saw that in the end of the trailer. I'm like, wait a second, this looks very familiar. I put two and two together, I did some little research, and I knew exactly what they were doing here. So I've not seen anybody talk about this, so I may be the first person who's seen this, but I'm not gonna say that because anybody could have talked about it. But hey, today let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, and if you did not see this, give me a like real quick. I want one. Let's jump into it. Thank you, and yeah, let's have some fun. Yeah. First things, you probably have seen the confirmations yesterday. You had the PUR costumes releasing. You had the map coming out. You had a lot of stuff happening. Today we have this. They released the PV that I mentioned in my video like a week ago when they first announced Jump Festa. That they said like the way they were describing it, they were going to release you an extended PV. That's what it looked like, all right? People said the translation was just an error and like that doesn't make any sense. But hey, in the end, I was right. You're welcome. Moving forward, we will release a new information additional PV that was released in advance at the venue. Please continue to play with your friends and colleagues in Season 2. They also say thank you for anyone that came to the UR booth. There was like a post that kept on like kind of showing where it was like a Shigaraki cosplayer that was like in front of the MHA UR sign. That man's a real legend. He did that how many hours a day for like 3 days straight. Yeah, that man was in full cosplay and everything, so hey, shout out to him. But we have this over here. I did go and expand it into a full screen so I can show it to you, just to show you what is going on. But it's a Season 2 trailer, which extended, and then at the very end, and like the last 30 seconds of the trailer, is them showing off the Season 2 like content that's left, and then Season 3's content. So it's a Season 2 and 3 trailer, basically, because they're showing hints to you in the Season 3 update of what you're going to get. But again, we don't really care about the intro because it's like the same stuff. We have the new mode, which is duos, which again, we already know about that. The new PUR costumes, which we kind of knew about that, right? So we don't really need that. The new costumes over here for, I think, the Battle Pass, which again, do we really care? No. So it ends off, you have Season 2, you see how much time is still left in the video. They do their advertising thing, and then they say, oh, wait, there's more. Boom. They say, and yes, in Season 1, or Season 2, sorry, you're going to get solos. That's why I said 1. Solos will be coming out, 24-player battle. All solos, by the way, is going to be absolutely a nightmare, dude. I'm telling you, Bakugo Fest, I don't even know. The meta is going to be so different. That's why I like it. I can't wait to try it out because it's like this game is very meta-based in a way of characters and whatnot, where it's like in solos, who's the meta character? That's what I want to like really see, because I don't know. We'll see, right? Some characters really work with teams, but in solos, they can be a nightmare. But here we go. We have the PUR costumes also confirmed. Again, we kind of knew this stuff, but there is a little special, little hint there. Again, they say this is all coming in Season 2, so remember, we knew that. Later this season is what they say there. Then they show us the Season 3 map over here, UA Island, looking very cool. And something that I just realized, right? When I was going through the original image here, you could see all the loot drops over here, right? So you have loot drops over here, got the loot drops over here, backpack, some drinks over here. So you have all that. You also have some sort of a door here. I don't know if you can actually enter the building, which would be kind of cool. You also have the entire aspect of these things over here to get to, like, to the top of the buildings. But like this is gonna be like a central hub. You see on each four corner of the like area here, you do have loot drops. Over here you have loot drops. On the roofs you have loot drops. So this is gonna be a very like, I don't know, dude. Like what I'm saying is, when I was first looking at this could be like a very good map for Aizawa, right? There's a lot of buildings everywhere. So any character that has the ability to like kind of traverse the map in a good manner, like this could be like the movement character meta, just because of how many buildings and everything there is around the map, and we've seen a lot of it, right? The 3 locations are out of the 3 locations shown, right? 2 of them are buildings, one of those are mountains. So the first one at the top of the mountain, play a little bit of a king of the hill situation there, but it is pretty cool. But let me not delay anymore. So they show this over here, correct? Boom, to be continued. Now, when I was going through it, I put 2 and 2 together because I saw this over here. So if you see this over here, that is a Deku costume we don't have currently in the game. Over here, that is a Froppy costume we do not have in the game. Go out a little bit more, you can clearly see that is a costume we do not have in the game. Over here, we don't have that in the game. We don't have that in the game. That is Froppy's costume over there. That is Aizawa's costume over there. All these things we do not have in the game. I'll try to get like a perfect, there we go. Yeah, that's perfect. You can clearly see, don't have these. And then I'm like, wait a second. I mentioned this in a video very early in the game, that when we see cosmetics, I expect them to do cosmetics from the different arts and different MHA games that have done them, right? Because it's like a popular thing, so there are other MHA games that existed. Most of them are dead by now, other than like Ultra Impact, I think. That's like the only one alive. That being, again, like the mobile version. I'm trying to say gacha game, right? So that's there. But the other game that was alive was called TSH, and TSH had these costumes. Hence, I said it makes sense in the future that we get them, maybe as some sort of New Year's event. And boy, did I get that right. These are the Lunar New Year costumes. That's what it's called in TSH, right? But that's what they look like over here. You have all the cosmetics for these characters. It looks like these are the characters that are going to get it. Again, very bad idea to release them like right after, because I'm guessing this is a season 2 to 3 content. So bad idea to release them like right after you just gave all of these same characters, a parallel world skin. Instead of giving like we could have had All Might get one, or some other cast like Momo, a lot of other characters, but kind of weird that these ones are the ones getting it after they just got their skins. So it's like, oh, another set of skins for them, yeah. But that's there. These are what they look like in the artwork here. We have like a full body version. Again, what we saw clearly was that, Deku had one. We saw that Uraraka had one. We saw that Todoroki had one. We also saw that Aizawa had his over here. Froppy had hers over here, and Bakugo had hers over here. I didn't see anything else in the trailer. Let me just check one more time. I didn't see anybody else, right? We have like Froppy fighting Denki over there. No, Shoto's over here. Momo was clearly in one of the screenshots, right? But she's not wearing her costume. Her costume's a like red version of this, so we didn't see that actually. Ida was here. Ida's in his suit. Is that it? No, Ida's not in his, right? Yeah, Ida's look like this. So yeah, it doesn't look like Ida has one either. Toga doesn't have one, so it looks like just the ones that I listed exactly are the ones that had it. Basically, is what TSH released. Exactly, TSH released you this. If you know this game, the game's dead now. Don't even try to play it. All right, you can search it. It's still on the App Store. It's dead. Don't touch it. It's literally dead. It's like it's not had content in like 2 years. It's just alive until they shut it down. But this is what it looked like over there. This is the because I originally covered this game, right? So if you randomly see my video in your feed, it's like, what? This is MHA. Like people are going back to my old videos, being like, dude, this is Ultra Rumble. What it used to look like. Now it's a different game. But again, each character had theirs. So Deku had his. They added in. Denki did not get his. This is like the WHM version we had. I do wonder if Bandai does release that here. It would be pretty cool. Kirishima did not get his, but Kirishima does have an artwork for it. Momo in TSH got hers, but clearly, again, we didn't see it in this trailer, unless they do it like next year, another set of them. Froppy did get hers in this game, so they did do it that way. Aizawa did not. Aizawa did not have his skin, so it was mainly just Bakugo, Todoroki. They had theirs. It was Deku. It was Uraraka. It was Momo in that game, but this year we won't get one for this game, looks like. It was then, so replacing her, Froppy, and that's it, right? Unless I miss somebody. Aizawa, well, we're getting that, but TSH didn't have that, so keep that in mind. I don't know if anybody else I showed here. Momo has already kind of showed. Anybody else here? No. So that's really it. But yeah, it looks like they are releasing us these things. So we do have New Year events to look out to. I don't know how they're going to handle New Year's events, but they are taking care of it, right? They did make out a tweet. I also told you, right? They made a tweet where they said, hey, New Year's events coming soon. And I'm like, wait a second, New Year's events? Don't tell me that means this stuff, because Lunar New Year is what they do. That's what like TSH did, right? So I'm trying to like sort of mimic it in a way, because if they did it there, it makes sense to do it here. I also wonder, I don't know if Ultra Impact got this stuff. It's the same company, it's Bandai doing it, right? So I don't know if Ultra Impact is getting the same things. If you play Ultra Impact, let me know, because I have no idea, right? I have not picked up that game in a while, but with everything, that is what we can kind of expect coming soon, dude. It looks like, pretty nice stuff. I have seen a lot of people still complaining that like the map is not enough to save the game. I really think that, yes, the main aspect that only needs like kind of fixing now is the gacha system. I think beyond that, the game is kind of good. Like, you're getting a map. If they do it a map every 2 seasons, I'm content with that. I just still hope that there is a character in the season. So far, they haven't shown any character stuff other than the stuff floating around, which I won't talk about just yet. But there is no sort of confirmation on their side when those characters release, when those characters go and drop. Nothing of that just yet. So we'll have to wait and see. But what I can tell you is, right, I think that this is a great start to what we kind of want from the game. But I do think that the gacha system needs work. I really do think so. It's like that's the biggest culprit in like making players quit, like, genuinely speaking, right? I do think that it's like if they were to, what they have to do is this, ready? I will solve the entire gacha system in 2 seconds. Let the pity carry over, and every match you play, you should be able to have that drop event active, correct? Sometimes that drop event can come in clutch, dude. I got like, I told you during the first drop event, I went like a few matches in a row, getting 1, 2, 3, 4 like tickets, right? It kept happening. So if they make the drop event permanent, when people are playing, they'll have a reason to grind extra to get more tickets. It's gonna happen that way, right? It's like a 20% chance, I think, and then with a skin, it's extra. So a 20% chance per match to get it. It's a 1 in 5 chance. So in 1 in 5 match, you'll get a ticket or two, which is still fine to me. Then with pity carrying over, you have something that you can like fully grind per se. You have the login event, the daily event, the weekly event, and all these other events added in. And then when the season keeps giving you the events itself, you'll make it. You'll do pretty good, right? So definitely. And then with pity carrying over, that's like a huge thing, right? That saves a lot of your tickets that continuously get sort of removed from your account, right? You know what I mean? So there's that. But if they do those two things, like they're really set because it gives you an essence to grind the game. You're getting tickets in the back end, right? Which is good. They should also just re-implement that shard system, which was in the game for the beta. It was like such a good system. I don't know why they removed that, where you could trade gold for a ticket shard, but it costs a lot of gold. So it's a lot of matches you have to play in order to get the full shard of a ticket to match into a ticket, right? So it's like, just do that. It's like there were such good systems. But I do hope if they do these things, the gacha system will be improved heavily because that's still a problem, right? Beyond that, the map and everything is good. Core game is good. But when the core gacha sucks, kind of, nullifies everything, yeah? With that, I'll end it. Don't want to ramble on too much. Thanks for watching. Take care, everyone. Have fun. New Year's events, Lunar New Year, whatever you want to call it, that is going on, I think, pretty soon. So, yeah, stay tuned.